Hello all, it's Melinda. I wanted to stop in today and show you my flip through of the layouts that have been done in the last month and a half. Most of the time I was doing load, and there aren't videos of all the layouts that I did, but I have posted them on Flickr and Instagram and on various pages on Facebook. So a lot of these, you may have seen it if you follow me on those different places. So it might be repeats for you. And I also at the end will let you know what's coming up next month, or I'm sorry, excuse me, this month. So this layout here was part of my series of random Pinterest pics, and there's a video of this one on my channel. This is also part of my random Pinterest pic, and there's a video of this one. Here's another one from my random Pinterest pic series, and there is a video for that. This is the last one of that series that I have in this stack, and there's a video for this one. This starts my load layouts. This one here was done in late September because I was chosen to be the featured scrapper for load on 2 different days, the 7th and the 25th. This one was for the 7th, and it was basically a prompt to scrap your style. And so my style is piles of stuff. And there is a video for this one. This is another one. This was for day 25 that I was the featured scrapper on, and there is a video for this one. And in the video, I misspelled secret. I had an extra R in it. I have fixed that, and all is well. But the video will always have it be spelled wrong. And this starts where I'm thinking that there was not a video for this one. I'm just checking. Yeah, there was not. This was basically scrapping something that you like about yourself. And the joke in our family is all the kids have my husband's nose, and which makes me be the only one in our household that has my nose. So I always tease them that I have the beautiful nose. So that is the story on this one. Again, with the piles, this was using the first layout using my secret, not secret kit that I received. There is a video on this one. I do not remember the prompt exactly on this one, but I do notice that this one is on pattern paper, and it's just a single-sided pattern paper, so probably out of paper pad maybe, and it's really floppy. So I normally back these with cardstock, and I didn't this day, but there is a video for this one if you'd like to see it. This one there is a video for as well, and this was also a stuck sketch challenge. So there's a video for this one. There is no video for this one. I have the journaling up here in a pocket, which is just along the bottom here. The tape isn't what's holding it. There is double-sided tape underneath all this to create this little pocket. And because it's at the top and could fall out of the page protector, I use a paper clip to kind of hold it in place that matches the layout. But I used a bunch of letters and I sewed in a circle. And this paper here, the pink paper with these dashes on it, is a, I think, little by little paper from Schmel. And these dots here are just from the periods in this one. I often am attracted to these mixed thicker sets, but I don't ever use them. So I thought they were perfect for this different thing. My husband drove my husband nuts when he seen this layout because he couldn't figure out what it said. And I said, it doesn't say anything. I'm using the alphabets as texture and a design element. He didn't get it, but that's okay. But yes, there's no layout, no video for this one. There is a video for this one. This one was also using my Not Secret kit. So this was the prompt for Recipe for Happiness, and I use that in the title. This one was part of Load, but also a color challenge from the Not Secret Kit Club. Not using any of my kit, but this was, my challenge was red. So I used mostly all red. And there is not a video for this one. I just realized the staple is really pokey in the back. I went through all that thick layers. I may have to fix those. Put that on that side. This one is a layout that I did using mostly my Not Secret kit. These stars, I sewed them on with gold thread. I love those stars. And these stickers from Lawn Fawn are very thin, and they do not like to stick to my mixed media backgrounds very well. So those may be a problem in the future. Do you see the glitter with the gold? Not a video on this one. This is one that I use with using parts of my kit. This acetate came with my kit, and I had in my head, because of my daughter's little note she sent to me, that I wanted a rainbow, but not just any rainbow. I used my mermaid markers and some rubbing alcohol to make them kind of splotchy. I've shown that before on videos, but that is that one. Journaling in the pocket. And the title is just right there, Love Notes, just very little. I didn't think I needed much with all that going on. Now I had a practice piece of this, and there is a video on this one, and that I used the practice piece for the stars on this. But there is a video on this one for you to check out. See, my letters are popping up. There is not a video on this one, but again, it is, I used the other, every other one from the last Starburst one that I used this acetate from. On this one, I had them laying here, and I figured I might as well use them. So I used another Starburst. I made another Starburst. This time I put vellum over it, so you can just barely see it. The journaling's here. So a color that I don't often use is the purple, but she had a purple shirt on, and I thought it would work with this. There's not a lot of color anyway, so I thought that it would work. This one is using my new hip kit that came for October. I love this Pink Fresh Studio paper. These are some stars from Color Cast Designs. The letters here are from Hip Kit, though. From, I think, last month, not the current month, if I remember right. And I typed on my typewriter right on a notepad I had here. This was about the time that I was losing my mojo. Yeah, losing my mojo. A lot of things were going on, and I was getting a little bit distracted from scrapbooking a lot, it seemed like. So today I took a paper that I've been hoarding, a wow paper, and I stitched on it. This is a basic gray paper. Can you see that? Yeah. I stitched on the design in the background just to give it some more texture, and just plopped my stuff in the center. No hidden journaling on this one. I love these letters. I had the devilest time getting this to stick down. It's very thin. I ended up gluing it. You see all the glue parts on the photo? You can in person. And then I ended up stapling it in places just to hold it down. It finally did stick, so that's good. This was a pretty thin piece of paper, and with all the stitching, I didn't want it to rip, so I backed it with a green cardstock that I figured I would not use. So that's what I normally do. Here is another one. This is prompt was about technology, and I had just got a few texts from my daughter, and this is an older picture of FaceTiming while she was in Europe. No video on this one. The journaling again is tucked in a tag. And the color scheme came from this. This is off a color DNA kit that I got, and I liked this circle they had. It's a full circle. Well, I should say a half circle because it goes around the side of the box. And I liked these colors. I figured I would do a layout concerning my husband with it because of the colors, but it seemed to work with the color scheme for the day, so I used it. And I have 3 layers of doilies because I wanted all these extra little bits and pieces sticking out. Another piece from Color Cast Designs. 3 layers of stitching around the outside of this one. But I did not back this one in anything else. This is another one that I don't have a layout or a video for. This is one photo that I wanted to be large, so I made it 3, stacked it up, and varied the position of it. Journaling's right there. I did it both in color and black and white, and because I didn't know what else to do with it, I first did it in color and then I laid the black and white over it. So I wanted to use part of the paper as part of the title, so I put a piece of vellum over it to highlight it. Some important words. Was a scalloped paper that I just cut the scallops on and layered it up there. This one too is backed because this paper was very thin. This is another one that does not have a layout, and I used the prompt was about a quote, and I used an Alicia Keys quote that I found online, and this is a font that you can download. I believe it's called Autumn in November, but it's very scripty. My cutter didn't like the R's. Every R seemed to break. The journaling is tucked. If I can get it back in now. And this is another one that I backed because it was kind of warping and falling apart, and I wanted to stitch on it. So this one there is a video on. I won't spend too much time on it. This is one that I wished I would have done a video on because I got a lot of questions on this one, and I absolutely love this. I broke my sewing machine on doing this layout. It wasn't this layout's fault. My sewing machine was on the going, and this was it. So it was not a good day. But these are all just vellum circles, and I have a few still left that I punched with my Fiskars punches, and then I just sewed gold on the plain ones, white on the ones with gold on it. And I created this full-size journaling pocket for all the journaling that I had. I typed it up, and I had to type it up smaller and smaller and smaller to get it all to fit. But it's all tucked away on a full-size back piece. So yes, I cut all the photos in circles, punched them, and then punched a paper ring just a little bit larger than them. But this is probably one of my favorite layouts that I've done this month. I really wished I'd done the video on this one. This one I did do a video on. I won't spend too much time on it. This was the day after my sewing machine broke. I found out that the sewing machine is a cheap one from Walmart, $88 one. And to even get it looked at to fix it was going to be $60. So I just went and bought a new sewing machine for $88. Problem solved. But yeah, so that's the first layout I did with that one. This is another layout that I do not have a video for. I don't even remember what the prompt was. Can I see it? A secret scrapbooking stash. Okay, so that's the reason why I used the thickers on this one. These are also some stars that I've gotten recently, photo corners. But this is a sticker, this is a thicker pack that I've had for years. There was no actual date on the package, and it wasn't very sticky. Most of these were kind of all down in the bottom of the bag. So I did not waste anything. They should have been thrown out years ago. So, and the only journaling I have is right there. And very unusual for me not to have any journaling hidden or out, but just caught my daughter reading in odd places, so I took pictures. These are hard to stick down. Liquid adhesive didn't like them. So, but just laid these down following the circular pattern and just sewed on them. My sewing machine did not mind these. These are the last two layouts that I did for load. I did not finish the month out, which is perfectly fine. Had a lot going on with getting ready for Halloween and whatnot, so there's not a video for this one. This is a takeoff, a layout that I've done in the past. I didn't pull it to show it to you, but I just used what do you call it? Oh, sorry, a paintbrush to make the swooshes into a heart shape, and then I sewed a couple hearts on it. And something I don't do a lot, I journaled on the edge of the paper and only backed the one edge of it. And this is actually a remake photo of a picture my daughter had on Instagram, but I wanted it to be a different mug, one from her school, so she did this for me that morning. She took a photo in her dorm next to the window, and I realized that I probably got to glue that down a little bit more. And this is the last layout and the last video that you've seen with a sketch from Eileen Scrap Mazing, so I won't go into detail on this. But now for what I'm going to be doing next month, I have no major plans other than I have decided to I don't do a December daily, just not my thing. But I've decided to jump on the bandwagon a little bit. I'm sure you've seen the black and white photos on Facebook where you tag someone and it's no words, just a black and white photo, no people in it. So I decided to do almost like a thankful project for November and take at least one daily photo, black and white, post it on Instagram. No words. I think I even put no words November, thankful November 2017. Now, I plan on making this into maybe a mini book. I'm not a big mini book person, so that's still up in the air. But I figured if I print them at 3x3, I have photo albums from We Are Memory Keepers that are 4x4 already, so I could put them in there with a little border around them. I don't think the mini album would look very nice or be very interesting if it had no words in it. So I'm hoping that a lot of my photos have dead space, white space, that I could put a tag maybe and just maybe journal what I was thankful for, or maybe just random like Tim Holtz stickers that say, I don't know, random things like beautiful day or something like that. Something random, but means something to the photo. That's kind of where my process is going. I will continue to do my random Pinterest picks, and I can give you, I think, a heads up. This is a little glimpse of what my plans are for the random Pinterest pick. I have went ahead and did my random Pinterest pick via the random pick app I have, and have picked these as layouts for November to do. That just gives you an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Two of them have hexagons that probably won't stay hexagons. So there's that. That's the plan. I also have a 4-day crop coming up. That's going to be the 9th through the 12th. There will be, I have no intentions of taking my recording equipment there and scrapbooking what I make there, but I will show you what I make there. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Flickr, that's where you'll see the layouts first from stuff like that, because I post them as I make them. So without further ado, I will bid you a goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with me. We have quite a few new subscribers, so I want to thank them for having faith in me and wanting to see what I make. So thank you. And for everyone who's been with me from the beginning, thank you. And I do enjoy the comments. I have a few ladies who comment on almost every layout, and I absolutely am grateful. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.